Ravens.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. In motion right is Watkins. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. There he goes right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. There's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it.
Touchdown! Josh Oliver, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the 24, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Hurts will throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 78 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker now for the extra point. That will make this a 16-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6 CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Come on. Hey, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. In motion right is Brown. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown! Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, put it.
He's got a man complete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tough. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 81 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Down a run with Dobbins. And tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Dobbins once more. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 63 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown! Chris Watkins, 41 yards. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover. Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and this is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, he's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On third down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Jackson now. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They end up getting that one.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 15. A minute 53 remaining. Now Jackson. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once you get it, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kaiser White, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I think think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. He's got a man, complete. There he goes left side. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I... wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the